I and me are pronouns, so it's probably best to start with just a reminder of what pronouns are. So have a look at this text here and you'll see that there's overuse of James and Zoe. So James woke up, James went downstairs, so it stops it from flowing. So what we've done here is we've replaced most of the use of James and Zoe with pronouns. They, he, his, it. And, well, I think it flows much better. So, pronouns can be used instead of nouns. Now, a common mistake that's made is when we use I and me. Sometimes they're used incorrectly. Now, here's a list of common pronouns, and you'll see that we've put them either as the subject of the sentence or the object of a sentence. And you'll see that I is the subject of a sentence, me is the object of a sentence. So, if you can work out in a sentence if you're using a pronoun as a subject or object of the sentence, you'll be getting these right. As long as you remember, I is the subject, me is the object. So let's look at an example. We'll start with an easy one, which is I went swimming. So to find the subject, what we do is we look at the verb swimming and ask ourselves, who went swimming? Well, in this case it's I, so I is the subject, and it's a subject pronoun, and I is the correct pronoun for a subject. In the next example, David passed the bottle to me. Again, who passed the bottle? It was David, so David is the subject. And to find the object, who was the verb happening to? Well, in this case, he was passing the bottle to me. So me is the object, and that's a pronoun, and that's correct because me is the object pronoun. And if you have a look at those other examples and see if you can work out the subject and the object. Well, hopefully you got those right. There might have been one or two that you found more difficult. I certainly did. And these are the ones I found more difficult, and that was because in these there are either two subjects or two objects in the sentence. This can make it more difficult, but the way to work these ones out is if you cross out the other person. So if it's Karen and me, you cross out Karen and see if that works with me. Now if I'm using me, me must be the object of the sentence. So in these examples, if there's two objects or two subjects, cross the one out and see which works best, me or I. So can you see if you can work these ones out?